Hello and welcome to this one video. In this one video we are going to talk about something cool, and I want to show you that derived with a presentation. No, not with a presentation. I'll just walk you through things just like that so that it'll be convenient for me as well as for you to even understand. What I'll do is I'm going to share the presentation with you. Or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Really should I? Hang on. So, thank you so much for joining this one. We are going to learn about a lot of cool things. 12 core sacred system of the Academy of Fighting Scientists. This is something that is completely specifically given for the whole academy, the House of Introvert Entrepreneurs. But then for you, I'm going to give it to you so that you will know how we operate in the academy, so that it will be easier for you to understand. Okay, the next video that I'm going to record, is 5 reasons why I have core sacred system all the time with me. That's the reasons why I have, and this is something I want to derive you so that you know. Okay, these are the things we have to see through. Based on these things, it's going to be easier for us to decide a lot of things and make our life easier like that. So there are like 12 things we stand by as a core sacred system: code of honor, code, the counter tactical strategies to our own weaknesses. So when we have these 4 things aligned together, what happens is it's easier for us to move forward in the entrepreneurship journey. So if I'm going to show you the first one over here. Oh, this is kind of hectic for me. First one, we see the first and foremost core sacred system. By the way, welcome to this video. The first and foremost core sacred system is the art, obviously art. To involve yourself and have fun in anything that you're doing. So, art is all about mindset. Art is all about the way you do things. So, to involve yourself 100% so that you can have fun out of it. If you actually think about it, entrepreneurship, there will be a lot of places and junctions and obstacles and things that you need to be learning which you are not interested in doing any. There are a lot of reasons that you actually need to be doing it, but then you are at least like, if someone else can do this, it'll be better. If nobody has to do this, I can skip this one part. There are a lot of things that you'll come across, and those are the places where you actually need to get into. It's like, okay, how can Fuzzle involve Fuzzle in this specific step? So when you think about, when you're involving yourself into something 100%, you will give out 100%. And when you're involving yourself, you are definitely going to have fun. If you're like 20% to it, if you're going with a mental mindset like, I'm just going to do it for the sake of doing it, what happens is you're not giving 100%. If you're not giving 100%, you're not involving yourself. If you're not involving yourself, you are not going to have fun. And anything that we do, if we don't have fun, it's going to be hectic for us, right? Point number two. First one is art. Second one is obviously science. Science is something that I always stand with, like art for all the psychology part of it, the mindset part of it. Science is more on the lines of to apply not just right, but proven strategies, to get a precise result. So if you can remember RPR is going to be easy for you. Right, proven results. So when we think about this, there are a lot of things that we want to be doing it, but then somehow we are not getting the result that we want. So there might be 2 things: lack of strategy, lack of effort, that I finally learned from Patrick Betty. Like, either it has to be lack of effort or lack of strategy. And in either of the cases, if there is a lack of strategy, okay, you can have an alternate strategy. If you have a lack of effort, okay, you were doing something over here which did not work for you, you can have an alternate strategy over here as well, so that you can uplift yourself and move forward. So when you apply the right and proven strategies, not just theoretical thing, proven, which is going to give you precise results, then we move on to the third one over here. Third one is do it now mentality. Something that I've also learned. This is something I've learned from Patrick Betty with the next 3. I'll just walk you through these 3 things. Cool. Do it now mentality, eliminate distractions, dropping perfection. When we talk about do it now mentality, there are a lot of practical theories that there's out there. Like Mel Robbins talks about 5-second rule, the do it now mentality, and there are a couple of more leaders that talk about, it's like, okay, when you have a thought, just do it. And something that I also stand by, I think, who is this one guy who said this? Zach Ziglar, I think. When the emotion is high and the idea is hot, immediately take an action. Because the moment you let this go, the idea as well as the emotion will fade away. The motivation will fade away. So when you think of doing something, just get it done. So that you have a sense of accomplishment, like it's done. No matter how hard that is, no matter how difficult that is, just start. So when you think about do it now mentality, is going to help you a lot. Moving on to the second one that we spoke about is eliminating distractions. So when we are into do it now mentality, and then we move on to The eliminating distraction. Okay, I'll tell you. Can I walk you through a quick thing? There are like 3 things you need to be doing today. Cool. And out of these 3 things, what are 2 distractions for you? But is it first the distraction, second the distraction, or third the distraction for the priority moment? You don't have to be doing the relevant work. You need to be doing the priority-based work. So when we talk about the priority-based work, that's like, what is the requirement, the necessity out of me at the moment? One thing. You do that, rest of it becomes this distraction. They may be important for you tomorrow. They may be priority for you tomorrow, but not today. They may be priority even 6 hours later, but not at the moment. So when you think about it, do-it-now mentality and eliminating distractions, anything that kind of comes in the way with your priorities is a distraction. Point number 2. Third one that I spoke about is dropping perfection. If you can sink in this one thought, just one thought. Advertisement. Good. One thought that is dropping perfection, your life is going to get so much easier when it comes to dropping perfection. Perfection is something that one of the member that I was having a conversation with the other day, a year back, he said, Fazal, perfection is something like a disease within us. We strive for perfection, and when we never get started a lot of things like, I need to get these things right. In this launch series that you watch, the whole channel that I've, all the way from February I've been building it, it's 15th of June right now. If you see, I have eliminated distractions and I've just chosen speed of documenting my thought process with you through videos, that's all. Like, I don't have animations, I don't have a cool music, I don't have text to it, I can have a lot of things. And I was like, nee, I don't want that. I don't even want my videos to be high quality. I don't even want my audios to be high quality. Like, screw that for now. That has to be the speed of it. Once you come to this level, you become dangerous. You become lethal, so that now you don't care about it. And when you don't care about perfection, you're choosing progress. And imagine, if you are choosing progress, you are going to learn so many things so quickly than the whole world. Because by the time they get the model perfect, you're like already 50,000 steps ahead than them. 50,000 steps ahead than them. Because it's like, and imagine the experience you have, imagine the practical knowledge you have, imagine the in-depth knowledge you're going to have, imagine the expertise you will gain when you just purely pick that. You're going to be pathetic for like maybe 5,000 steps, but what you're going to learn in 5,000 steps, there's going to be difference. A very small example. When something that I've been doing it, I'm going to give you an example. There are a lot of members that I coach, they come up and say, Fazal, I'm recording a video week. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. That's a standard process. Okay? Then what I started to do is, one of my mentor, 2 years back, he went on a momentum of creating YouTube videos, say a video a day. That is 30 videos in 30 days. I was like, oh, how can you do that? How does he come with an idea such like that? Over a period of time, what happened is, since I've been listening a lot from Grant Cardone and Alex Amos and people like them, like they are choosing so fast speed. And something that I've also learned is, okay, if I can do just 2 videos a day, that's 10 minutes each. 12 minutes. This is going to go more than 30 minutes, 40 minutes. On an average, if you maintain 7 to 10 minutes, 2 videos, it's 20 minutes of your time. And when you do 2 videos, there are like 4 videos a month, max 5 videos a month, cool, a week. You are outrunning them in 3 days, just 3 days. By the time they hit that 5th video, you are hitting to 60 videos. You're literally hitting 60 videos in a month by the time they make 5 videos. So your speed is 55, you're already 55 steps ahead than them. And by the time if they go in this speed, what you have covered in a month, they're going to cover in a year. That for me is perfection. This for me is progress. It's like huge difference. So when you think about it and choose progress speed, you're going to go bonkers and it's going to be so much fun. Cool. Then moving on to evolve part of sixth one. To learn something new, experiment, experience the feeling, and become an expert while coaching. Something that I've been doing over a period of like, you learn something new, because if you don't learn anything new, you're not great. So when you're learning something, you can learn it through reading blogs, talking, teaching, coaching, going to a business, the pathetic way they are treating you, or the great way they're teaching you, they're treating you, and all these things are like something that you're learning constantly. When you learn something constantly, you are eventually going to experiment it. That's when the execution part of it, that's when the implementation part of it. So you learn something and you're experimenting it. When you experiment something, there's going to be experience out of it. It's going to be either good or bad, but there's an experience out of it. With that experience, when you share that experience with people, what's going to happen is you're going to grow expert in what you're doing. You're going to be stacking experience over experience, not knowledge over knowledge. Experience over experience, over experience over experience. That is going to be so much fun. Then you move on. I'm not going to talk about momentum over here. Just type in momentum or GAM in the channel. You'll be able to find a lot of videos when it comes to momentum. Or just type in productivity strategies. You're going to find a lot of things when it comes to momentum. Something that I've learned from Patrick Bet-David. Again, a lot of things that I've kind of learned from Patrick Bet-David when I was building this course acquisition for myself is when we have a momentum, it's not just about habits. Habits come secondary to me. When we build an habit, okay, I want to be working on like a day a year, like on a daily basis. When we just go on that streak, 10 different habits builds beneath it. Like eating food, you need to be waking on time, you need to be sleeping on time so that you can work out the next day, you need to be washing your clothes on time so that you can wear it the next day. So like a lot of habits subconsciously builds. That's what it is for me. When you just focus on the big thing, that's momentum. Okay, how can I keep the ball rolling? When you just focus on that one, it makes more sense. So to create, maintain, and advance momentum. Then we talk about money, to have endless, growing, multiple streams of income, not just working for you, but designed for your business. Designed, because we are not into charity. This is the business. So how can we make endless streams of growing income? And one of the videos that I've done, we spoke about a lot of things on cash flow, money, in past 2 to 3 weeks. You can just type out money strategies in the whole channel. You will find like so many videos when it comes to money strategies. If you want to know how to make 27 streams of income, you can just type it 27 money. You'll be able to find that specific video. If you want to find something you can generate cash flow instantly, you can just type in cash flow in the channel so that you can find the exact pinpointed video. Point number 9 is an impact. To make an impact while making money. Something that I've learned from one of my mentor students, in a way my colleague, mentor students, colleague, those fellow member. Anyway, what he said is like, if someone is making an impact, no doubt that person is making money. Cool. And there are a lot of ways of making money. There are 3 ways of making money. You can just make money and scam people. Step number 1. The next level is like you can just make an impact and not make money. That's where you go broke. That's where a lot of people do that and they go broke. I do that. I did go broke for like such a long time. Third way of doing it together. The more you add value to people, the more you make an impact, the more you're going to make money out of it. And the more you make money, you're going to reach out to more people and make impact. And the more people you're going to reach out to, you're going to make even more money. So it's like a hand-in-hand process. It's like paddle. It's like 2 legs that you've got. Like we cannot be hopping around with like one single leg. It's so difficult. But then when we walk with 2 legs, the experience like 11 number carry. 9th one. 10th one is this whole business is all about automation. Cool. To leverage systems and frameworks. Not just systems, but then frameworks to automate your business. And I'm going to add a word over there, business and life. When you have systems and frameworks, not just systems is business part of it. When you have framework that can make your routine go in a different cool direction. When you have a framework, how can you get to work out? If you have a framework, how can you get to sleep? How can you make more productive and stuff like this? So it works in a lot of ways. Automation is both yourself and the business part of it. You need systems for business, you need frameworks and systems for business, you need frameworks for yourself. Like how can I be more productive? How can I sleep on time? How can I start working out? How can I be good? How can I be great with friends? Stuff like this. So again, this 12 things that we discussed, this is also slightly framework for you. Like 10th one. The 11th one is accountability contract, something that I've got inside the House of Academy, the House of Entrepreneur / the Academy of Finance Scientist, is to work on yourself through others by helping, accountability, content, stay committed to their missions and vice versa. The 12th one is benevolence. Nothing goes like this is, I'll talk to you. To give back to society without expecting anything back, and it is something that is towards the end of the whole games. Like this is the 12th, the benevolence, the charity part of the contributions, the things that you believe in, that you want to, the things and the cause that you believe in, where you want to contribute. That definitely is the 12th part. But if you see in the pyramid format, that's the foundation. Though it's the last one of it, it's the foundational part of it. Cool. Like the first one was art. The last one is the benevolence. This is going to be the most important part of what you're doing, and the most important, crucial, and critical part of it. If we miss this part of it, there's no building of it. That brings us to the conclusion of this video. I hope you have a lot of value in this one. This is something that I followed. It took me like more than a year to follow the things from this, because this last year, February 2021 February is when I made this course acquisition. Last year February. Today's what, 15th of June. It took me a year to come to where I am, learning things, adapting to things, and DSR is just going to be so much today. So thank you so much for making this video the topic, me a part of your day. I hope you've taken a lot of value. The next video that I'm going to record is why do you need to build course acquisition. So if we've kind of covered, like there are 12 lessons that I have, this is what I thought. Teach everything, you know. And the next video is like 5 reasons why I have course acquisition all the time for the productive profit. So that brings us to the conclusion of this video. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in that video. May peace and blessings be upon you and your love.